So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my updated Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck profile for the Post Kaiba Legendary Collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. For those of you who have not yet subscribed, and turn on your post notifications, make sure you guys go down there and click the subscribe button and join the notification squad. Okay, so whenever I post deck profiles like these, you guys will always be the first one to know. And if you guys want to see more deck profiles like these, make sure you guys go down to that like button and smash that 1,000 plus like button. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This deck is an absolutely amazing deck. It's a very fun deck to play, and you guys all know how powerful Blue Eyes Chaos Max is. By the way, guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys check out my Patreon page in the description box below. There is where you guys get access to exclusive content and at the same time get amazing rewards. So if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys check out my Patreon page in the box below. And in the celebration of this deck profile, make sure you guys get your Blue Eyes and Sage playmat today. I do free shipping to Canada, USA, international shipping may cost extra, and these playmats are really, really hot. So if you guys have not gotten your hands on these amazing Blue Eyes and Sage Link Zone playmats, all you guys gotta do is message me on my Facebook page in the link description box below, and there I'll fill you guys in full detail on how you guys can get the mat. And you know, it's just really perfect, Blue Eyes Chaos Max with the Sage and everything. By the way, guys, it is currently 2 a.m. in the morning right now, so if I sound a little bit raspy, I would like to apologize in advance. Start of the monster is, of course, we're going to play double Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. This card is the heart and soul of the entire deck. If you guys do not know his effect, is that this card cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent card's effect. So cards like Dark Hole, Regeki, and things like that will not affect Blue Eyes Chaos Max. If this card attacks a defensive position monster, inflict double piercing battle damage to your opponent. But not only does it do regular piercing, it does double the piercing. So for example, if you attack a 0 defense monster, you would be dealing 8,000 damage to your opponent. So you can actually potentially game your opponent by just one blow using Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon's effect. Guys, in any Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck, the deck is actually built to go second. A card like Blue Eyes Chaos Max, whenever it attacks a defensive position monster, it can potentially just game your opponent. So whenever Konami actually builds a card like this, by reading its effect already, you're actually trying to build this deck to go second as much as possible, so that way you can actually deal damage to your opponent and potentially try to game your opponent as quickly as possible. So this deck is actually a going second based deck. You can potentially just push out a lot of damage on board with cards like Chaos Max, Blue Eyes, and Alternative Dragon on the field, which is amazing. So Blue Eyes Chaos Max is a really powerful card, especially going second. If you are playing this deck to go first, it does not make sense whatsoever, because think about it. Blue Eyes Chaos Max on your opponent's turn, it essentially becomes useless. It's a vanilla, it doesn't do anything, because against decks like Pendulums and things like that, they'll just go Ignister to just literally bounce this card back directly to the deck. This card is just really vulnerable going first. So going second, this card is actually really, really powerful. Whereas going first, this card becomes essentially a vanilla, if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Next card to play, of course, Triple Blue Eyes, Alternative White Dragon. This card is also another push card in the deck. And what I mean by a push card is that this card is able to pop any problematic monster on the board, and it can also push for 3,000 damage. And you can easily special this card from your hand by revealing Blue Eyes in your hand, which is amazing. And then last but not least, you're going to play Triple Blue Eyes, White Dragon. You're playing a Blue Eyes based deck. It is very standard to play Triple Blue Eyes. And last but not least, the One Dragon Spirit of White to round off our Blue Eyes monster you're playing in the deck. The very standard. If your opponent would actually make you go first, you can set up plays with Dragon Spirit of White with cards like Silver's Cry, so that way that during your opponent's turn, you're able to activate Silver's Cry to provide back Dragon Spirit of White to banish any problematic scales or problematic field spell and things like that. So next for the Spellcaster, you're going to play, of course, Triple Sage Eyes of Blue. This card is absolutely phenomenal. It's normal summon effect. It gets you access to Stone or also effect Veiler directly from your deck to your hand, which is really, really awesome. I actually find myself using its secondary effect more often by targeting an effect monster on the field and discarding itself to the graveyard, especially with the Blue Eyes from the deck, so that way I can just push for more damage. As I said before, this deck is actually designed to go second, so you just want to try to ram out damage as quickly as you can with cards like Chaos Max and also Blue Eyes White Dragon. And the fact that it gets you access to effect Veiler is just really good this format. Next one, we'll play the new support, the One King of Thee. The reason why this card is in here is because this card is the 4th Melody of the Awakening Dragons. It's actually really important to get access to your Chaos Max as quickly as possible. The best spell card you can actually ditch in this deck is Return of the Dragon Lords, so that way you can just use its effect to protect your dragon monsters from being destroyed. And then your search cards for Sage is triple the White Stone of Ancients. Card is really important to play in the deck. The reason why this card is important is because it recycles your Chaos Max from your graveyard back into your hand. That's why you don't want to maximize yourself when playing 3 Chaos Max, because playing 3 Chaos Max can just potentially brick in the deck. And you can always recycle back Chaos Max, Alternative, and also Blue Eyes from your graveyard to your hand by banishing the White Stone of Ancients from the graveyard. And its end phase effect to be able to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from the deck, so that way you have more board presence and potentially even just a lot of pressure on the board for next turn, so that way you can just easily push more damage is just amazing. So triple the Whitestone Ancient is definitely a must-off. And then last but not least, we're going to play the Whitestone Ancients. This card is essentially a free ditch with cards like Melody, so that way you can just get access to Blue Eyes directly from the deck to your hand. For your supporting engines, you're going to play triple Manju. There's no need to further explain this card. The only downside about this deck is that this card is the only search card that gets you access to Chaos form as quickly as possible. What I find myself doing before, as I explained, the Sage combo with Manju is that you usually summon Manju. If you have Sage and Manju in your hand, you have access to Chaos Max, you'll go Manju. Search the Advanced Ritual Art, activate Advanced Ritual Art, summon Chaos Max, activate Sage in hand, ditch Sage to the graveyard, and send Manju to the graveyard to special summon a Blue Eyes from the deck. So that way that potentially if you're attacking defense position monster, you can deal a lot of damage, and at the same time having another Blue Eyes on board is just really amazing. And then if you don't have game your opponent, you can just easily make a rank 8 XYZ. That's another cool interaction that Manju and also Sage has in the deck. But the reason why it's in here is because it gets access to Chaos Max, and it also gets you access to Chaos form and Advanced Ritual Art. And last but not least, since this deck is actually built to go second, you're going to play going second cards like Effect Veiler, really good against cards like Electromite, Overraptor, really good against Orphis Scorpio. Amazing cards for that. And last but not least, double Ash Blossom, one of the best meta cards in the game so far. I'm just really glad that players can have easily access to this card now with the new Legendary Collection. Helps basically negate any problematic thing. It's not really good against Pendulums, but overall against the entire meta, since its format is just so diverse, Ash is just really good. Against decks like True Dracos, this card dominates, and also 60 cards, Ash dominates. So that's pretty much it for the monsters. Let's go off to the spells really quick. For the spells, we're going to play True Melody of the Awakened Dragon. This card gets you access to Chaos Max as quickly as possible. And you're also playing Kingdom D, which is essentially the fourth melody of the Awakening Dragons. The one Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine is just really good early, mid, or late game. Early game, you can just dump Dragon Spirit of White and also dump, the Whitestone Ancients, get Blue Eyes directly from the deck to your hand. And also during late game, you can dump the Whitestone Ancients to the graveyard, so that way you can banish yourself from the graveyard to add cards like Chaos Max, Alternative, or Blue Eyes directly from the graveyard to your hand. And now for your revival spells, triple Return of the Dragon Lords, really good cards going first and going second, and also helps protect the dragon monsters from being killed. The one Dragon Revival Rhapsody, you do not want to play multiple copies of this. You're more than likely going to be summoning Manju, because the whole idea of this deck is try to get out Chaos Max as quickly as possible. So you will more than likely will not have a Spellcaster on the board, but if you top deck cards like King of Dates, you can easily get access to this card during mid or late game, and it becomes really effective. And also in this situation where you can actually normal summon Sage to combo off using Dragon Revival Rhapsody, you don't want to see multiple copies of these cards in your hand, because it's not going to become as useful as a regular Blue Eyes deck where you're playing a ton of Spellcasters. And if Manju was a Spellcaster, 100% guys, you'll be playing 3 of this in the deck. And then last but not least, you want to play the one Silver's Cry, and also the one Monster Reborn for the revival spells. You don't play a Soul Charge in this specific build, is because Soul Charge is just only really good going first. Chaos Max is a deck that's really good going second, so if you're activating Soul Charge, you're essentially just going first because you're just missing your battle phase. So you'll rather side deck into cards like Soul Charge going first against specific decks. So last but not least, you want to play, of course, double Advanced Ritual Art and also double Chaos Form. These cards are the cards that helps you get out Chaos Max as quickly as possible, and it just sucks that you can't play cards with pre-preparation or rights to search Chaos Form and the Chaos Max, because Chaos Form doesn't specifically say Chaos Max. So that's why. So if you guys are wondering if you can use pre-prep with Chaos Form, you cannot use pre-preparation or rights with Chaos Max and Chaos Form. So yeah, now after your draw engine, you'll play triple Trade-In. Trade-In is also another way you can actually get easier access to Chaos Form and also Advanced Ritual Art. You just want to dig deeper to your deck to see these cards as quickly as possible. And last but not least, guys, the best spell card in the game is Double Pot of Desires. I don't know why people don't like this card. But it's like the best card in the game. It's fantastic. I know already I'm gonna get a lot of hate comments by playing this card, but this card actually won me a lot of games. Most of the time I'm actually gonna dig deeper to my deck to actually see Chaos Form and also Advanced Ritual Art. This card actually never made me lose the game once. So 100% guys, if you guys definitely want to go ahead and try it out, go ahead and try it out. You guys, it'll be amazing. Like, this card is fantastic. If you guys do not want to play Pot of Desires, you guys can also play cards like Card of the Consonants if you guys would like. But 100% guys, I would recommend you guys playing Desires because this card is just fantastic. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's go off into your side deck real quick. Alright guys, so let's start off with the side deck. For side deck guys, you can actually side deck going first, which is really awesome. And for going first cards in the deck, I would recommend you guys siding one Archgrave Dragon and one Amorphage Goliath. The reason why these cards are in here is because you can actually send these cards to the graveyard using Dark Matter's effect, so that way that during your opponent's standby, you can activate Arc Brave to revive back a Morphage Goliath, and then that way that your opponent will be locked from using the extra deck. So this engine, it's only good going first. So the only time that I would recommend you guys main decking this engine is if you're playing going first Blue Eyes deck. Whenever you're playing a Chaos Max build, guys, please listen to me, okay? The deck is built to go second. I explained this already. So if you are main decking this engine in a Blue Eyes Chaos Max, it doesn't make sense whatsoever. You can also side deck cards like Soul Charge going first as well. Soul Charge is a really good card just going first, so that way you can just combo off against, you know, rogue decks and also True Dracos, Paleos. Twin Twisters is really amazing. You know, Dimensional Bear, really good cards going first against Pendulums. Like against Pendulums, you obviously just want to go first. Like you want to side D-Bears and all these cards and going first. And then going second cards like against True Dracos, Triple Evil match, it's just a blow against that specific matchup. Regeki Dark Hole, really good cards overall against the meta. And last but not least, the third Ash Blossom. So that's pretty much it for the side deck, guys. Side deck is always up to personal preference on what you guys want to play in the deck. But it's just really important, but just an important note, cards like Arc Brave, Morphage, and also Soul Charge are just really good cards just to go first only. I would not recommend you guys playing these cards in the main deck because Chaos Max is designed and built to go second. Next off, for your extra deck, you're going to play, of course, Double Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Card is absolutely phenomenal against Pendulums or any graveyard-based decks. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragons becomes really dominant, and this card can actually 2-draw cards like Azurize from the extra deck, which is really powerful. So that way that during your standby phase, you can just revive back to your Blue Eyes constantly to just push for more damage. So Azurize is a really good card with cards like Chaos Max on the board, so that way they can just pressure your opponent with a big 3000 beat stick. So Azurize Spirit Dragon, amazing. And then you want to play the Ancient Fairy Dragon and also the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I already explained this in all my Blue Eyes deck profile. You go Blue Eyes, special summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, activate Ancient Fairy Dragon to special summon a level 1 tuner from your hand, and then using Ancient Fairy and the tuner to make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And this card becomes really powerful on the board. And 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon to be your reactive trap card during your opponent's turn to bounce back any problematic cards on the board. Next, off to your XYZ, Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, essentially a Trident. Full armor, full Taunt Dragon. With this package right here, you can just take 3 monsters away from your opponent. Activate Cypher Dragon's effect, take one of your opponent's monster, go into full armor, pop a monster, go into Cypher Blade, pop another card. You're essentially just taking away 3 of your opponent's cards with this package right here, which is amazing. Hope Harbinger to negate any spells. 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon, especially going first, siding into Arc Brave and also Morphage Goliath. The one fusion in play is the one Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. The card is absolutely fantastic. I find myself going to alternative a lot to pop cards on the board while having a Blue Eyes. So you can go alternative, pop a card using Blue Eyes on the board with alternative. Since they're essentially both Blue Eyes monster, you can just contact fusion into a Twin Burst and then enter the battle phase and just deal 6,000 damage to your opponent. So if you can have access to Twin Burst and Chaos Max on the board, it's just absolutely like it's crazy. The damage you can just push is just damage outlet is just so high. With cards like Soul Charge, Decode becomes really amazing. And last but not least, the Underclock Taker to round off your extra deck. So that's pretty much for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section below. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button for more videos, guys. This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. Alright, guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'ma keep with it like no, this league business.